Some things I wanted to point out here as we get ready for the second half kickoff. I want you to listen to some of the numbers for the Yellow Jackets coming into this game. Dondale Green with 1,282 yards on this season. Johnny Cooksey with 1,001. When was the last time Central had two men in the backfield that each gained over 1,000 yards?
I don't really know if we've ever had that. Of course, a lot of that is due to 14-game season that we've only had 3 times before. But no doubt about it, they are an awesome pair. And then you throw Julius in there with 542 yards.
And again, on the receiving end of the stick, Paul Miranda and Ricky Stacy. Miranda was 731 yards, Ricky Stacy 346. But look at that average per catch. Paul Miranda at 23.6 yards per catch, Ricky Stacy 23.1.
That's due to their great speed and their great ability to be elusive, to get away from people. We've already seen that from both Miranda and Stacy here tonight. But, Randy, right now the key is this. How many times have we said before that the first drive in the second half, the first series on both sides, whether it's defense or offense, sets the tone? And no doubt with Peach County kicking off to us, we get the ball first. Obviously, they want to stop us, gain field position, and go score and get the momentum. If we just want to move the ball and gain field position.
And don't forget that they ended the first half on a high note with an interception in return from Marcus Robinson. Really and truly, as far as Peach County is concerned, they have to look at it this way. Momentum sitting squarely on the 50-yard line, waiting for someone to grab a hold of it and run with it here in the second half.
It is, and no doubt Peach County has to gain it, being down 14-0. We don't have to go score immediately, but if we can move the ball, gain field position, and again make them go 65, 70 yards or greater, then we've accomplished our job offensively.
And they will leave it up to their defense on the Trojan side of the ball to try to stop the Jacket offense on the initial drive of this second half. Again, the Jackets ahead, and their first ever state championship game, 14-0 here as we get ready. And look who's kicking off, Mr. Everything Marcus Robinson. Does he remind you a little bit of number 19 Tommy Range from a few years back?
Could be, could be.
He does everything. He's up to the ball. Gets his foot under it. My goodness, what a kick down the middle. Ricky Stacy at the 5, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, to the 25, to the 30, to the 35, down to about the 39-yard line. Ricky Stacy.
Great return, Randy. Just what the doctor ordered. Good job of blocking by the wedge as they ran it up the right side. Good run by Ricky Stacy.
Speed, speed.
We said it before, Randy. We'll say it again. Speed, there is no substitute.
So now, Julius Smith on the initial important, huge drive of the second half brings his team up. 1st and 10 from his own 39.5. The Peach County folks are trying to stay in it. The Jackets could put a huge nail in the coffin with points here. Julius with 1 man left, 1 man right, 2 men behind him in a split backfield. Julius may be changing the play. No, he's just looking it over, looking at a 5-man front with the backers up real close. Julius, long count. Takes the ball, goes up the middle. That's Dondale. No, Johnny Cooksey driving the pile about 1.5 yards as it looked like we almost had motion on the left side, but we'll take it.
We'll take it. I don't know whether he just got off the ball real fast or whether it was motion, but no flag was thrown, and that's what counts.
Johnny Cooksey drives the entire left side of the Peach County defense 2 yards back. It'll be 2nd down. Well, give him 3. It'll be 2nd down, a long 7.
Watch the Peach backers, Randy. They are determined, I think, to stop the run here. They're playing up tight. Looks like they want to come every play.
Julius takes the ball, goes to the middle. Dondale Green driving down there to about the 47-yard line.
Good, hard running by Dondale Green. Folks, he's not but about 175 pounds, but it's all a heart. I mean that in the most sincere way I can, but he's all
heart. And that's
hard.
why Dondale Green makes it as an honorable mention on our all-Central Yellow Jacket team.
Exactly, and if he was 20 pounds bigger, every college in the nation would want him.
3rd and 1, huge down here. Julius Smith brings him up with Jamaica Ivy and Paul Miranda splitting wide left. Actually, Paul running off the field. Julius with 2 men behind him, 1 man right, 6-man front. He's going to take the ball, go at the middle. Dondale bounces off the pile and gets to the 50, but I think he's got that first down.
He's got the first down. You can see the side judge gave him to about the 50. First down, Jackets. Good, tough running by Dondale as the right side of that defensive line closed in on him.
And the chains move with 10-11 to go here in this 3rd quarter. Again, the Thomas County Central Yellow Jackets up 14-0.
If nothing, Randy, we've accomplished already the minimum what we needed to do, and that is we've gained field position. Even if they stop us here and no points, they're still going to have to take the ball 70, 80 yards to score.
Ronald McCoy splitting wide right. I believe that's Paul Miranda wide left. Cooksey and Dondale Green behind Julius
milking the clock.
Looking at the line, maybe changing the play here. 5-man front. at the 50. First down. Takes it. Rolls right. Pitches it. Johnny Cooksey to the 50. To the 45. He'll dive down to the 44-yard line. I think they'll spot him back at the 45.
Good job by Julius. He saw something that he liked, and he changed the play to the straight option over here to the short side of the field. Johnny could have gotten more had he maintained his balance, but we'll take 5 and let the clock run.
Look like he stumbled. It'll be a second down here, a full 5 from the Peach County 45. Look at those stands. Full of jackets over there on that opposite side as Julius brings them up. Ricky Stacy wide right. Paul Miranda wide left. The burners out there with Johnny Cooksey and Green behind Julius. 4-man front for Peach, and all of a sudden the left side of the jacket line jumps. It'll be back 5 yards, 2nd and 10.
Again, Randy, we talked about nerves and how important it is to maintain poise and control in a big game like this. It's hard to do. It's easy to say, hard to do. Ed Christian just wanting to get somebody so bad that time he jumped a little soon.
Boy, have we seen some athletic teams in the past few weeks, Tim, with Appling County, Thompson, Stevens County, and this Peach County team.
Well, that's the way it's supposed to be when you're playing, you know, for the quarterfinals, the semifinals, and now the state championship. Everybody you play is good and has great athletes. It always comes down to who can execute, who can do what they do best.
2nd and 10. Split backfield behind Julius. 1 man left. That's Ricky Stacy to the right. Looking a 5-man front over. Those backers, man, they are wanting to come at Julius. Julius looks at him. Barking the signal. Takes the snap. Goes up the middle. Dondale bouncing off people down there for about 4 yards. Good determined running.
Good determined running. Doesn't look like he gets a lot, but again, he gets nearly 4 by 3.5, and that'll leave us 3rd and about a long 7. We're doing what we need to do, milk the clock. There's 8:20, 8:19 to go. That's all we've got, Randy. A quarter and a half. Could it be?
Tim, don't you dare even think it.
Don't tell me you're not thinking about it.
Don't you even think it. Don't anybody think it. It's way too early. 3rd and 7. Julius brings him up. Paul Miranda wide right. Ricky Stacy to the left. The burners out there on the ends. Dondale Green, Johnny Cooksey behind Julius. 5-man front. Huge down. Julius takes the ball. Rolls right. He's got time. Down the field. It's out of Dolph Bozeman's hands there at the 39. To Dawson's credit, Marcus Robinson stuck him as the ball got there.
He did, no doubt. In a 62 coming across one of their linebackers, Jeff Ibam, did a good job of hitting Doss. But again, Julius did a great job of standing tall with poise in the pocket and delivered the ball right on time. And I'm sure if you asked Doss, he probably would tell you he should have had that one. But regardless, Randy, we've done what we had to do to start with. We milked about 4.5 minutes off the clock. We moved the ball and got field position.
Jamaica Ivy dropping back to kick, number 15. I believe that's Jaquez Green dropping back to his 10. Jamaica waiting for the snap. There it is. He's got some pressure, gets a kickoff, and it's a good kick. My goodness, what height. Green will let it bounce there at the 12. It hits Johnny Cooksey at the 10, and that's where they're down it.
Good job of downing it there by number 77. Well, we don't have him on the roster. Have you got him, Rand?
Sure don't. I don't mind.
We'll call him the unknown soldier out there tonight.
He did a fine job.
And this is what we needed to do. Now they've got to drive the ball 90 yards. No doubt they're capable of doing it. They've proven that they can come back time and time again.
They did it against Thomasville.
They did it against Marist. But when you make them go 90, you're at least making them earn everything, and they can't have mistakes.
Ball spotted on about the 11.5 as it'll be the 1st down and 10 to go from that spot. Here comes Luwan Penniman, that quarterback with all that speed. With 1 man behind him, he'll send Green in motion off to the right side. Goes straight up the middle. Kalen Jackson, 2-3 yards before he's knocked down. They'll spot him right at the 14.5.
Ran the little crossbuck play there, and Steve Glenn looks a little shaken up on the play. He's going to get up. Got a little limp.
May have twisted an ankle or something in there in the pile, but I think he's going to try to hang in there as number 96.
Running Rick Dunn out there to let him come out for a play or so. Maybe take that ankle up, make sure he's all right.
Bill Wilhelm doing a fine job over there on the sidelines, tending to these guys as they let him get off the field, and we're ready to go.
Give him 3 yards, called it 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 from the 14.5. Penniman with 1 man behind him. That's Jackson with Green coming in motion. And all of a sudden, I think somebody jumped off sides on our side of the ball this time.
I see the Peach County players clapping. Must have been offsides against the jacket.
So to make it 2nd down and about 2.
Didn't need that mistake. Again, those nerves, we talked about it. Such a huge game. Everybody wants it. This is what you lift weights for back in the winter. This is why you're out there for summer camp in August in the heat. This is what it's all about.
And it's taken 33 years to land in Thomas County. And again, right now, we're ahead 14-0.
Well worth the wait, though.
Penniman brings him up. Kalen Jackson back behind him with Jaquez Green on the right side as a flanker. That big Robinson kid split wide right. Green comes in motion to the left. He'll take it. Go up to Jackson. He's knocked down right there on the line. No gain.
Nothing. Big Charles Wilkins there on the stop. 275-pound senior. Great job by Wilkins.
So now you'll have a 3rd and 2 for Peach County here, and a huge down for the Trojans.
They tried that little crossbuck play again, and Wilkins would not be denied.
Penniman brings him up on one of the biggest downs thus far of the night. Kalen Jackson, the only man behind him, again with Jaquez Green split off on the right as a flanker, 2 men wide right. Green comes in motion. He'll take the ball. Go to Jackson. He's breaking out of there. To the 25. He's to the 30. To the 35, to the 40. To the 45, the 50. Guyton knocks him out at the 48.
Great play by Chris Guyton, no doubt. There's their big play. Their first real big play of the night, but a touchdown-saving tackle by Chris Guyton.
No doubt a touchdown-saving tackle by Guyton. And again, give Peach County credit. They did it when they had to.
Well, so much as we said earlier, when Dondale broke through on a 4th and 1 for a touchdown, when you have a lot of people up there on the line, if the guy gets past that initial line, he can go.
6:02 to go in the 3rd quarter as Penniman brings him up. 1st down on the Jacket 44. Number 82 for Peach County. Big Calvin Slaughter split left with Chris Robinson. Penniman takes it, goes right. There's Green. He's hemmed up back there. He's trying to get away from people. He does. He gets around the end of the 35, down to the 20. He's going to throw down at about the 14-yard line. My goodness, what speed.
What speed, and he just let his blockers get out there and get in front of him. Let them do the work, and he did a great, nifty job of running. Another touchdown-saving tackle by Guyton.
The Jackets had that play strung out there at about the 40-yard line, but burning speed from Jaquez Green. All of a sudden, he had the corner.
Well, and he kind of picked and weaved his way through the tacklers. Good job of running.
Now, they're down to the 14. 1st down to go. Down to the 3 for the 1st. Penniman with 1 man behind him. Green coming in motion. He'll take it right up the middle to Jackson. He's stuck and dropped after a gain of about half a yard.
Good job again by Big Daddy down there, Charles Wilkins. 275-pound senior. I don't think he got anything.
If he gained anything, he gained half a yard here, as it'll be 2nd down and 9 from the 13 with 5:34 and counting down in this 3rd quarter. The Jackets trying to protect a 14-0
and
lead.
We're doing a fine job of one thing Coach Ron Beecham wanted, and that is to stop the trap. That was one of his 3 keys defensively.
Penniman brings him up. 2 men split wide left. Marcus Robinson not on the field. Kalen Jackson behind him, 4-man front for the Jackets. He's going to take it. Go to Jackson. No, he keeps it. He's to the 10, to the 5. He's going to drop at the 4. My goodness, again, Chris Guyton. But was there a fumble on that play?
No, somebody appears to be hurt for the Jacket.
Guyton was pointing toward our end of the field. And now there actually is somebody down on the field. Tim,
Yeah.
You're right. There's an injury.
I think that, and I don't, let's see, where did they have to get?
They had to get down to about the 3,
Gonna
so
be
he's
close.
awfully close.
Who is that down? We can't quite tell.
Trying to look. It may be number 25. I hate speculating at this point in time. There's no sense in even speculating at this point in time because I can't see. But give Peach County credit here, Tim. They are coming down the field when they had to.
Looks like his ankle from the way he's going to be short.
They're measuring for the 1st down. He will be short by about 5 inches. It'll be 3rd down and less than a yard.
Not a serious injury, I don't think. It looks like maybe he turned his ankle. That's what they're looking at. He's going to get up.
Give Bill Wilhelm.
No, you were right. Number 25, that's Cedric Holton.
Give Bill Wilhelm a lot of credit, Tim.
Absolutely.
He has done a magnificent job in keeping these players patched together in these playoffs.
They don't call him Dr. Wilhelm for nothing, Randy.
3rd down, about 5 inches to go for the 1st as they sit down on the Jacket 4-yard line. 5 minutes exactly to go in this 3rd quarter.
Boy, how big was that touchdown that we could have gotten there at the end of the 2nd quarter.
The Jackets still ahead, 14-0 as Penniman brings them up. They'll have Kalen Jackson right behind him at the full. My goodness, this Peach County crowd is rocking. Penniman looks it over with Green going in motion, goes to Jackson. No, he'll keep it up the middle. He's going to be hit. He's dropped. I don't think he made it.
Oh, I don't think so either. We'll have to watch for the spot.
He may have lost half a yard.
Depends on the spot.
All the Jackets gathering down there around the ball.
Hey,
They've spotted it at the 4.
Well, really not at the 4. He's just inside the 5.
And Tim, let's again take this opportunity to remind everybody at home that what you're seeing here tonight is the culmination of many years of effort on athletes' behalf, coaches' behalf, and the strong booster club from the Thomas County Central High School.
I couldn't agree more, Randy, and he lost a little bit that time. He's going to be about a half a yard short, and there's no doubt what they're going to do. And you're right, Randy, the booster club needs everybody's help, and, you know, we can't emphasize that enough.
Moments like this 4th down and 1 in a state championship game would not be possible without a strong booster organization, and they need your support.
They need everyone's support.
Can
Big
we say the biggest down of the night thus far?
Absolutely.
4th and 1. Penniman brings him up. Kalen Jackson back behind him. The Jackets in a 7-man front. Penniman looks at it. He's going to take it. Go right in the middle. He's hit. I don't think he made it. I don't think he made it.
Let's watch the spot.
He lost a half yard.
Well,
Tim.
look at the spot. It looks like they put it down basically right where he was. I don't think he made it, but we'll have to watch.
Neither do the Jackets defense. They're all pointing toward the opposite end of the field.
We'll have another measurement.
My goodness, what a huge measurement this one will be.
Jackson went straight up in the air trying to dive over the pile, and I think Doss Bozeman was the one that met him in the air.
He did not make it.
No! What a stand by the Jackets. What a stand.
Comparable to 1976 when the Jackets kept the Thomasville Bulldogs out of the end zone to secure a 7-3 victory and the first victory ever over the Dogs.
Well, we won the first biggest play of the night so far, Randy.
My goodness, what a goal line stand from those Jackets. You want guts. You want guts. You look at that defense.
What a play by Doss Bozeman. You know, he's one of the tallest guys on the team and very aptly is put in that position to try and stop that man from going over the top.
Give credit to the entire defensive front. Steve Glenn, Wilkins, and Artis Adams, and Doss for making a spectacular play. But here's Julius with his back to his own goal line. He'll take the ball, go to Johnny Cooksey. Cooksey's going to be stuck there at about the 5. He'll give him about half a yard. But that's still insignificant compared to what just happened defensively.
No.
Unbelievable.
The whole right side of the line over there for the Peach County Trojans. Big Bianca Smith, the right side linebacker, 71, Tony Drew, did an outstanding job of stuffing Johnny. He got maybe a half a yard. Boy, we need to punch it out a little bit down here.
2nd down, about 9.5 here.
Randy, how big was Guyton making those 2 game-saving tackles?
He has been a prime-time performer tonight as Julius looks that 4-man front over. He'll take it, keep it left side. Julius, he's going to drive down there to about the 8-yard line. He punches it out for about 4.
Good tough running by Julius that time, and he picked up about everything he could get out of that.
So
but
now,
I have to come back again. What did we say down here? When you make them go 90 yards, anything can happen, and we stopped them. They didn't stop themselves, but I go back to those 2 touchdown-saving tackles by Chris Guyton. You never know how big a play like that's going to be.
what a prime-time performance. He's shut down Marcus Robinson thus far, and he has just really saved a couple of touchdowns as Julius brings him up 3rd and 5 from his own 9. 1 man right, 1 man left, 2 men behind him in a split backfield, 5-man front, and there is a wide gap in the middle of the field as Julius calls an audible. Looks at it, drops straight back. No, he runs his draw. Dondale straight up the middle, drives to about the 16. He may have it.
That's vintage Dondale Green, folks. I'm telling you, he's only 175 pounds, but he runs with tremendous heart, and that showed right there. As 3 and 4 guys had a shot at him.
And Tim, we pointed it out before the play was run. The Peach County defense chose to leave a wide gap in the middle of the field right over the center.
Give Julius credit again. He saw something that he liked, and he changed the play on the line of scrimmage.
2:15 and counting down in the 3rd quarter. The Jackets trying to punch it out of their own end zone, basically. Julius, 2 men behind him, Miranda right, Stacy to wide left. 5-man front for Peach. Julius may be changing the play here.
And he's milking the clock, too.
Takes the snap. He's going to run the thing left side, just keep it up the middle and drive for about 6 yards down there to about the 22.
Remember, we saw him do that earlier. He changed the play and ran the straight option over here to the short side of the field. He picked up a good 5, maybe 6, let's call it 7 yards, 2nd and 3, and the clock continues to run.
With 1:40, 1:39 and counting down in the 3rd quarter, the Jackets basically a quarter and a minute away from their first ever state championship. 2nd down, 3 to go here. Julius brings him up. Jamaica Ivy splitting wide right. I believe that's Ricky Stacy wide left. Johnny Cooksey, Dondale Green behind Julius in a split backfield. 5-man front. for Peach as he gives it up the middle to Dondale. Dondale's going to be stuffed right there on the line. My goodness.
Good play again by Greg Streets in the middle of that Peach County line. They are big, and we've said time and time again, you're not going to run over them. Good job by the interior part of that line.
Now with 1 minute basically and counting down here in this third quarter, 3rd down and 3. This is a huge down for the Jackets here as far as momentum is concerned. Peach County's driven the ball, but a great defensive stand from the Jackets kept him out of the end zone. The Jackets are trying to reestablish the momentum on their side of the ball.
And the great thing about it is if we can get a first down, that takes us right on into the 4th quarter, and we've still got the ball. Big play, Randy.
2 men wide left, 2 men behind Julius, 4-man front. He's going to take it. Go up the middle, Johnny Cooks. He knows Dondale. Dondale again.
When in doubt, give it to Dondale. He'll do it time and time again. Great blocking, too, by the right side of the line. Ed Christian and big James Knowlton over on that side. Matt King. What an outstanding job by the offensive line.
Give him a full 4 yards. My goodness, Dondale Green when the chips are down. Tim, we're seeing some gutty performances from these Yellow Jackets.
You know this is what Coach Pilcher wants. He wants to grind it out, eat up the clock, keep the ball on the ground, and time is on our side right now. We don't have to have points.
And keep it out of that big play offense's hands.
Exactly.
And Julius brings it up with 1 man left, 1 man right, 2 men behind him. He's going to take it, go up the middle to Cooksey. Cooksey, I think, will drive for about 2. But bigger than that, that's the end of the 3rd quarter, and the Jackets still hold on to a 14-0 lead. Can you say it? 1 quarter to go.
1 quarter to go to the first state championship in the history of Thomas County Central, the biggest game ever played here at Thomas County Stadium. 1 quarter to go, folks. 1 quarter to go.
Look in those stands. You see those fans going wild. The big flags being waved. The band glistening over there on the right inside of those stands. And the people standing up in front of the concession stands 15 rows deep. I assume here we're looking at these posters from the Peach County folks that have big 4s on them, that this is a motivational tool for them. But, hey, right now the Jackets have got the motivation on their side of the ball.
There's no doubt, Randy, that both of these teams are 4th quarter teams. They've proven it time and time again. We did it last week against Stevens County. Peach County did it last week against Marist. They prove they can come back, and no lead is safe.
They've got the big play capability. That's what we just alluded to just a moment ago. This drive, if nothing else, is keeping the ball on the ground, eating the clock, and out of that big play offense's hands.
Remember, Randy, what I said earlier on, if we could hold them to 3 big plays or less, I said I felt like we'd win. We've really held them to about 1 so far.
Yeah. And, again, the defensive effort thus far has just been unbelievable.
Can't say enough about the goal line stand.
One that may go down in history, depending on the outcome 12 minutes from now. Julius with 2 men behind him. Stacy to the left, Miranda to the right, 2nd and 9. He'll take it, roll right. He's got time, throws it across the middle. Doss Moses to the 40, to the 45. It's a first down, Jackets.
Another outstanding throw by Julius Smith. I can't compliment him enough. He's done an outstanding job tonight.
To our own 46. Listen, you've got the proof in front of you. The Jackets are just an absolute machine at this point in time. When they've got to do it, Tim, they've done it all night.
They have, and they've done it by passing. They've done it by running, and right now they just want to grind it out, eat up that clock, 11:42 and counting, run, clock, run.
Julius with 1 man left, 1 man right, 2 men back behind him, 1st and 10 from the 46, and all of a sudden, is there a flag thrown?
I don't know.
There is.
But Julius is doing a fine job of milking the clock. He might have milked it a little too long that time.
No legal procedure against the Jackets. I assume that'll back us up 5 yards.
Well, we don't need to hurt ourselves here with penalties. But the main thing is, it's first down again. If we just run the ball 3 more times, that eats up another 2.5 minutes.
So, with 11:34, 1st and 15 from our own 40. Julius brings him up. An unexpected player in this game who's had a big part. Deron Andrews wide left. Stacy wide right, 2 men behind him. Ricky will take it, go at the middle of Johnny Cooksey. Cooksey spinning through people down there for about 5 yards down to the 45.
Again, the counter action that time. Johnny took it off the right side and bent it, I should say, back toward the took it toward the left side, bent it back toward the right side, and that is the thing that we do best. If we can get people moving and get a little small crack, it doesn't take much for Johnny, Dondell, or Julius.
And the clock runs with 10:53 and counting down here. Second down, a long 10 from our own 45. Julius brings him up with Stacy and Miranda wide left, one man right. Now, Dondell comes in motion to